Bonsoir les amis, this is Llyane Stanfield and you can find me at parisianfrench.com. Tonight we continue our exploration of the relative tenses, and tonight is video number 149 because I want you to check all these videos for all the relative tenses. It's really so fun. And in last night's video, I talked about futur proche, which is very much used, replaces futur simple, and I explained there why. But 2 days ago, video number 147, that is where I explained how to actually use these tenses and why is it so much easier to use them. They're so much more regular, it's so much less to know. You only need to know one verb conjugated and just put in the infinitive and you're good to go. So while futur proche kind of replaces easily and it's accepted to replace futur simple in conversation, passé récent doesn't do that. It doesn't happen the same way. So, passé récent is something like I just watched a video. Je viens de regarder une vidéo. I just watched it, right? But now, as I talked 2 days ago about how and when do we use these tenses, passé récent, okay, so these actions need to be, they are relative to each other. So, and the actions, the time span of each action actually needs to be comparable, future, present, and past. So, if I talk about dragonflies, for instance, they live only 24 hours, and so every story with dragonflies is going to be within 24 hours. But if, for instance, I'm talking about my course, my mentorship, that is 1 year in 2017, I can easily say I just, because I did actually had a course in last year and with the same coach, and like you're taking my courses, I'm your coach, I have my own coaches. So I just finished the course in 2016 and now I'm in the middle of the course in 2017. So je viens de finir mon cours en 2016 et je suis en train de prendre mon cours de 2017. So see, those actions are 1 year long, right? Actions, they're years or months long, so it doesn't matter. So pretty much what I wanted to say to you about passé récent, that does not actually replace passé composé. It can be, you probably could get away with it in some situations, probably in most stories, but you have to be very careful because passé récent literally has to be something that immediately happened or just happened before the action of the present. And tomorrow we're going to talk about present. So yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you. I don't want to give you too many details. If you want to have the transcript of the French that I have spoken in this video, please go into the Parisian French Conversationalist Facebook group. I'm going to put the link in the comments or in the description. And if you like what I explained to you and all these tips and tricks that help you learn faster on your own, then and if you like to be guided and to find your own way and eventually to be completely self-sufficient and to not need any teacher, coach, tutor, school ever again, then I invite you to visit, to check out my intensive program. The intensive program is comprehensive, so it gets you to high, intermediate to advanced level of conversation. So it provides you with all the pronunciation, reading, writing, grammar, verbs, and conversation that you need to get there. and it is just a few months. So if you think about how many years you may have been trying to learn French and become conversational, then a few months is probably a really good bet and deal. So I'm going to put the link in the description of this video, and I'm looking forward to having you there. If there is anybody who watches this video who is already on my program, a lot of my clients are here in this on this page, please comment, put in the comments below any of your opinions and feedback. Of course, even actually today you got one of the testimonials about the program, so I hope that actually gives you some idea about how other people found the program, the intensive program, not only interesting but fun, and giving them the confidence to continue on their own thereafter. So stay on your game and don't ever give up on your dream to become bilingual. Learn to speak Parisian French and break your language barrier. Merci beaucoup et à demain. Au revoir.